Do you want more success, more growth, more results? Then it's time for the Boundless Success Accelerator from the Modern Observer Group. This isn't your average coaching program. It's where top performers come to dominate. Weekly group sessions, on-demand coaching, a community that's got your back, and a power-packed library of tools to supercharge your business and career. No more excuses, no more waiting. Get in, level up, and start building the life you've been dreaming about. Visit us at modernobserver.com/boundless success to join today. Let's get you to the next level. We're here because the news is being distorted. We're here because people are being inundated with misinformation on social media. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup.
This is the raw, naked truth.
An American attack on drug cartels, a massive release of Jeffrey Epstein documents, a new headquarters for Space Force, and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. U.S. forces sank a drug-laden vessel in the Caribbean, killing 11 alleged members of the Tren de Aragua gang, which the U.S. labels a terrorist group. The strike followed U.S. deployment of warships and Marines near Venezuela last week and marked the first known attack under a new military order targeting cartels. President Trump posted a video of the strike on Truth Social. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, already under a $50 million U.S. bounty, condemned the move as an attempt at regime change. The U.S. has deployed at least 7 ships, a nuclear-powered submarine, and more than 4,500 Marines near Venezuela in recent days. President Trump announced Tuesday that Space Command's headquarters would move from Colorado to Alabama, capping off a years-long fight over where the command should be based. While Space Command has been operating out of Peterson Space Force Base in Colorado Springs, Colorado, Trump has historically pushed for the command's headquarters to move to Huntsville, Alabama. However, former President Joe Biden announced in 2023 that the command would remain based in Colorado. The announcement comes as both Colorado and Alabama have been vying to house Space Command, which Trump reestablished in 2019 as a new combatant command to oversee U.S. military space operations and is currently involved in Trump's Golden Dome initiative. The House Oversight Committee released thousands of documents related to Jeffrey Epstein's case on Tuesday night. The surprise file dump came ahead of an expected House-wide vote to formalize the committee's Epstein inquiry on Wednesday afternoon. That vote, while largely symbolic, would also direct the House Oversight Committee to release the Epstein files sent by the Department of Justice. Nearly 34,000 pages are being released that include the DOJ's interview with Ghislaine Maxwell and videos that appear to show the inside of Epstein's Palm Beach home. Google doesn't have to sell Chrome. That's the big takeaway from the ruling that U.S. District Judge Amit Mehta handed down yesterday, almost a year after he found that Google held an illegal monopoly in search. The Department of Justice had suggested that the search giant sell off its browser as recompense for the situation, but Meta wrote, "Plaintiffs overreached in seeking forced divestiture. Instead, Google can no longer broker exclusive search contracts, and it must share the data it uses to determine what search results to show." Google said it would appeal the decision, which would allow it to delay paying penalties. Kraft Heinz announced yesterday that it will split into 2 public companies, citing the complexity of our current structure. One company will focus on faster-growing categories such as sauces and shelf-stable meals, while the other will focus on slower-growth grocery brands. Nearly 70% of Americans believe it's no longer true that if you work hard, you will get ahead, according to a new Wall Street Journal poll. Respondents cited difficulties in purchasing a home and general economic fragility as contributors to their lack of faith in the American dream. The poll also found that only 25% of Americans, a record low, feel that they have a good chance of improving their standard of living. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of the Raw Naked Truth Daily News Brief, as well as our sister podcast, Carnivore Radio, with news analysis and commentary, and the rest of the Xvadio Podcast Network at xvadio.com, the Apple Podcast app, YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.